Hey everybody, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we're going to be launching a new station module with our Olympus boosters. This new module includes some space for the crew, a Science Junior module, barometric pressure sensors as well as temperature sensors. We've got some RCS thrusters and an inline reaction wheel for control. There's also some batteries, large solar panels, and a new communications array. So after we double-checked all our double checks, it was time to launch. Everything went pretty well for this launch. This particular rocket is quite stable, but whenever I released my boosters, it seems that one of them for some reason didn't release its parachutes. Other than that, the ascent up to 90 kilometers went pretty well. Now this is where we jettison our main booster and our air shield. I fast forward until just before we reach the top of our launch, and then it's time to circularize our orbit. Once we've finished circularizing our orbit, we're going to go into the map view. First, we're going to target the space station that we want to meet up with, and then we're going to create a new maneuver. With this maneuver, we're going to add enough delta V to meet the orbit of the space station. Once we've added enough thrust to the maneuver to meet up with the space station's orbit, we can move that maneuver around so that when we hit that orbit, we're actually going to meet the space station itself. Just like that. Now down at the bottom of the nav ball, it will show us how long we have to wait to start performing the maneuver and how long we have to burn. And so now we fast forward through the 32 minutes that I had to wait before we did the maneuver. I actually made a mistake this time, and instead of my SAS being set to prograde, it was just set to stabilize me where I was currently looking. It sent me way off course, but then I was able to correct it. The maneuvers are going to show up as a blue target on your nav ball, and if you need to make any corrections, that's all you have to do is aim at that blue target. After the maneuver is completed to approach the target, I set my nav ball to be relative to the target instead of orbit. That way any more maneuvering I'm making is relative to the target. Now all I'm doing is some small boosts to keep my ship moving towards the target. Then finally, when I'm really close to the target, it's time to jettison this final booster off of our module. I deactivate the main engine and then activate 4 little ant boosters that are on it. I hit max thrust and then decouple it from the module. This will now deorbit and crash back to the planet. Come back for part 2 to see it attached to the space station.